This is Bianca Lau. I met her on the street just randomly, and she said something funny, so I thought I'd ask her a few questions.
Good mic, by the way, is from DJI. Now, if DJI you would like to sponsor one of his episodes, by all means, contact either me or Will right here. We're both struggling artists. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. But anyway, so let's get back to the original broadcast.
A lot of the comedy that I see is usually people just taking the piss out of themselves. They
Hmm.
talk about their own stories, they talk about their own lives and how messed up it might be, right?
Yeah.
Do you think there's some kind of weird link between someone's pain and comedy?
Pain and comedy. Yes, pain and comedy.
Pain.
Well, pain.
Are you hurting?
Wait, who's not? Who's not? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. It's 2026.
Yeah.
Everyone is fucked up. But anyway, you're fucked up doesn't mean that it's over. You know, you could be fucked up and funny. And that's basically how I chose my career. And in retrospect, I wish I never did.
You said to me earlier before we started doing any of this
Mhm.
stuff that the very like the first joke ever written, somebody slips up on a banana peel and falls, and everyone laughs,
Mm,
and it's all about pain.
yeah.
Somebody else's misfortune, somebody else fucking up, somebody else slipping on a banana peel, falling down, knocking themselves on the head, all of that. And it's not funny now, but back then, yes, funny. But I think comedy does come a lot from other people's misfortunes,
Yep.
their pain, their inner demons trying to figure shit out, right?
Yeah.
What about your comedy, your style of comedy? What is it? Is there something that you're healing? Is there something that you're trying to get out there, that you're trying to let other people know about your pain, or are you just trying to be funny?
As a professional stand-up comedian, your job is not to I mean, okay, let's put it this way, right? Okay, like comedy, you can do comedy in so many different ways. You can, say something to a friend of yours, over coffee, right? Or you can go to an open mic, right?
Yeah.
And try out whatever you want. Or, for some people who's doing it professionally, they have like a very polished set, right? Whatever it fits your boat, right? It's like it's in a way is about communication, right? It's about translating your thought so that the other people could understand. And what I mean by this is, to be very honest with you, for me, all the performing arts is a business of empathy, right? In order to be a very good actor, you have to get inside someone's like what they're thinking. And it's the same as comedy. I'm telling you what I've been going through so you can resonate with me because at some point that person could be going through the same thing. I I could have a guy who's like 75 years old, like an American, from Texas or whatever, right? We have absolutely nothing in common on the surface. But it could be something that I said, and he's like, oh my God, yeah, this is funny because I know someone like that, or I've actually been through that, when I was younger. So yeah, you never know who can actually resonate with you. And that's why comedy is very subjective.
It's about connecting with people. It's about opening yourself up and letting people into your life.
100% you have to open up. But you just have to be extremely open.
Have people come up to you after a show and been like, when you said that one thing, it made me this and that.
I think sometimes when you say a certain thing on stage, it may not get a lot of laughs, and then you're like, oh, okay, that doesn't actually work. And then very strangely, someone is gonna come up to you later on, and they'll be like, oh my God, what happened to you? Like also what happened to me? But it's like they weren't actually laughing. They're not laughing, haha, right? But they're like they're with you. They're laughing with you, not at you. But sometimes, most of the time, I get laughing at me a lot.
So, like bombing a joke or hearing a joke or you wrote a joke and it just doesn't work. The audience isn't engaged in it whatsoever. Does that, what is that? What's actually going through your head when that happens?
Nothing.
Cool. Okay.
Look, it's nothing. Doesn't move on.
What about when you can't move on? I know sometimes it's tough for me too, for sure, because there's something that I wanted so much and then it doesn't work out. Of course, you eventually move on, but some things are a bit stickier, yeah?
Well, that's what alcohol is for. Now, if Budweiser, you're seeing this right now, we are open for sponsorship. And same as Don Julio.
You're kind of funny. I mean, for Hong Kong, very funny.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Only for Hong Kong. See, this is why you should never talk to a white person.
She's right about that.
Yeah.
We kind of ruin things.
Yeah.
Do people expect you to be funny even when you're not even on stage?
Oh yeah. But like, oh, tell me a joke. I'm like, fuck off. No. Like, hello, I'm on my day off. No. We're all putting on a little persona for a different thing that you do, right? Like, for example, like I'm putting on a persona right now, sitting next to you,
Yeah.
right? And same as, earlier when I was like getting a sandwich, I was also putting on a different persona. So we're all doing that all day, every day. But it's just so normal now, and you just don't even notice that you are masking in a way.
How has comedy changed you, for the better or worse?
Pays my bills?
That's it?
Yeah,
Nothing else?
not really. I didn't look. I honestly, I didn't choose to be a comedian. I wasn't. I'm not funny at all.
Why did you get on stage?
It was really by an accident. I think I went to see my friend's stand-up show for the very, very first time. And he's, oh, come and see me. It's my first time going on stage. I think like during the break, I was outside the club, and then I had this conversation with this guy, right? And then like he was just laughing. I forgot what we were talking about, and then he handed me his card, and then he was like, oh, you have to do comedy. And then yeah, it just started from there.
Okay, so you're just always funny?
Not at all. I'm not funny at all.
Okay, then
I'm really not.
what is it that you think the audience is laughing at when they come to your show or any of the shows?
To be honest with you, this is a question I'm asking myself all the time. I'm like, what the fuck are you laughing at? You know what I mean? Like, what the I'm sorry. I know it's going to be very hard for you to edit the beep.
Oh, I don't beep anything.
Okay. Very often, the thing that I think is going to make them laugh, it doesn't do as well as just some random thing that I say. It was really bizarre to me. Yeah, it's still bizarre now.
Okay. You said that you wanted to do something. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Just
I hope I am.
just checking in.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for your consideration.
So you said you wanted to do something in a few weeks. You had some idea about therapy and comedy. But you didn't tell me anything
mental
else.
health and comedy.
Okay, what was that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
That's why I'm here.
Oh. This is a workshop.
Like, I think with comedy, a lot of the time you're putting your worst self in public, right? And that's the exact opposite in how most people operate on a daily basis. And I think mental health, a lot of the time, is, it has a very negative tone, right? Let's say if you have something, let's say, oh, you have ADHD, for example, like automatically the term itself is very negative, but it doesn't have to be. It's just a thing that somebody has, and this is how they operate and how they live their life, and is not positive nor negative. I think it's just a term. So I think it's I don't know if you can connect comedy and mental health together. I think it's a good thing. I don't know how to do it, but it's just an idea.
Do you think comedy, going to shows, performing at shows, has that ever had a good impact on your mental health or even a negative impact?
I think in general, good. Yeah. Because if it's not good, you wouldn't be doing it. Keep doing it, right? So your action speaks for itself. So you're not really gonna do something that you don't enjoy. So you keep on going because there's something there. It could be It could be as simple as like, the love that you never had when you're little, right? And now you can have it by working a little bit harder, right? Or it could be, just like, you're going through a divorce or whatever, and then you really have nobody to talk about it with. So you're like, you know what? Why don't I just tell a bunch of strangers? And, these people are probably never going to see me again. Yeah. It could be just, yeah, there's so many ways to like look at it. But yeah, I think comedy is really good because it's instant. Nothing is blocking it. You see the result instantly. You either get the laugh or you don't. Like, unlike, other, like, oh, you can be doing a play and you could be one of the worst actor ever, but because you're like the producer's girlfriend, then, I have to go up and say that, hey, that was amazing. You know what I mean? But
It,
comedy is like, it's very honest.
we were texting before on the Instagram talking about how to stay present, how to really be in the moment. And my thoughts is that the only times you are in the moment is when you're actually, doing something. And you're not.
Yes. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you're not, of course, you're thinking about the future, thinking about the past, what I could have, should have done, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say Monday morning in the meeting. But then I would think people at a comedy show, hopefully, they are there. They're in the moment. They're present. Does that give you any pressure?
Very good point that you brought up. I'm so glad that you actually did. This is something that I really wanted to talk about for a very long time, but I couldn't actually comprehend this, right? Like, if I'm gonna do a show or do a part or whatever, right? I want to make sure that you're gonna have a very good time. It's very difficult for anyone to take their time off and physically go and see something these days because everyone is so busy.
Yeah.
So let's say there's a mom who has like multiple children at home, and then in order for her to come to my show, she has to get a nanny. She has to find someone to take care of the kids so she can take that couple hours off. So that is a lot of responsibility on my part. I can't just give you something like lukewarm because why should I? Yeah, if you're gonna come and spending your time, I want to make sure you have a fantastic time. That's how I see it. Yeah.
What is actually going through your head when you're up on stage?
Nothing. It's you really okay. So let's say sometimes, like last time I was in Bangkok, I was doing the show, and then I was opening up for like this pretty famous comedian, and then I didn't expect that. I was like, oh my god, like the whole room was packed, packed. There was like people were actually standing, and I was like, that's when it hit me. I was like, oh no. Like, I don't really get that nervous in a very long time. I was like, oh my God. So I was really like, I wouldn't even say nervous. I was scared. But then I think once you get on the thing, on the stage, you don't have the chance to be scared anymore because that's it. In Cantonese, there's a saying. It's called "zap sang," which is you just improv the shit out of whatever that's available. Yeah. And that's the only way to survive. I know it's a long translation, but you know what I mean.
When I was growing up, I had a massive problem getting in front of people, public speaking. If I was the center of a meeting, if I had to speak in a meeting, if I had to get on stage anywhere, were there any reservations or fear when you first started this?
Um, I actually went on stage when I was like very little anyway. So I think that kind of helped. But also there is oh, actually, when I came back to Hong Kong in 2020, so I started stand up in 2019. I remember this guy said to me, and this is very, very useful. I think that's gonna help with pretty much everyone, right? In any area of public speaking or whatever. He said to me, he was like, look, because like I was like pretty nervous to go on stage, right, at that point. And then like he like tapped me on the shoulder And then he said, okay, just remember all these people you're seeing right now, they're all your friends. They're coming to see you. That's it. And then I pretty much took that like for since then. That's really helpful. Because like honestly, you're scared because you think that people are here to like judge you, right? But are they though? That they're just, really, they wanted to have a good time, or otherwise, they're not gonna pay the money and, you know, spend those few hours of their precious time to see you fail. No, like they want to see you succeed. And that's also a very interesting thing where strangers actually want to see you succeed more than the people that you know. Oh my god, it's so horrible, but it's true. Yeah. So yeah, take that as an advantage. Like they really want to see you succeed. That I'm serious.
I think it's a really good point. When I was going through my whole thing, I was like reading books, going to doctors, all this kind of stuff, trying to figure out what the fuck was going on in my head, where, I just couldn't speak in front of people. And someone, or maybe I read it somewhere, that actually, whenever you are in front of people, you're in a meeting, everyone there wants you to succeed.
Yeah.
Everyone there is on your side.
Absolutely, 100%. I think most of the time you don't feel like it is because you are the person who's in the way. That's it. That is it. It's that simple. But I think a lot of the time you want to see it to believe it, right? But that's not how it works. Like, because we're all in a metaphysical world. You have to believe it before you can see it.
For me, it was a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Practice, getting very uncomfortable in my own skin, doing something that I was scared out of my fucking mind to do. For you, did it just get easier over time?
Right? For a lot of the artists out there, because this is the only thing that I know. So, as an actor or like comedian, it's a personal journey. It really is. The more you know yourself, the better your skill set is gonna come out. Yeah. And obviously, people say that always practice and practice, but at the same time, yeah, that's what he said. But at the same time, because you're practicing and the time or whatever, right? You're learning more about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you get better. Yeah.
Well, what was your journey?
Let's say we're in May right now in 2026.
Mhm.
So let's say from January to May, this chunk of time, like I already learned so much about me in this 5 months. And I for sure know that what I cannot physically do. Like I would try to do it before, but no, your body is just not taking it. Like but for many things. It could be work or it could be people, it could be activity. Yeah. But now I know what I cannot actually do.
Do you want to tell us?
No.
Okay. Interesting. That'll be something to find out.
Yeah. That'll be for this sponsored podcast.
That's on the Patreon that you have to pay for.
Yeah. The Don Julio.
Oh, okay.
So maybe when in doubt, we live in our own head a lot. So earlier, before I came into this room, I said to Will, I was like, yo, I cannot sleep. Like, this is crazy. I cannot sleep in Hong Kong. I actually think it's the humidity.
Really?
In a way, yeah. It has something to do with the humidity, and something else. I can sleep in Thailand, no problem. Like I sleep like a baby. And then he was like, "Oh, are you thinking a lot before you go to bed?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, but like I cannot control the thoughts. The more you want to not think of them, of course they're gonna stick." And then he said, "Get up and write them down."
You don't have to get up. Just write it down.
Like this.
Yeah, whatever works.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Just write them down.
It's your journey.
Okay. So it could be you can draw pictures, you can actually write words, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Very good to know. Very good to know. I might try it later.
Really? Okay. You're going to have to let me know how that
I
goes.
definitely will, because I know for a fact that I cannot sleep.
But you're so tired.
Look at me. I'm dead. Look at me. I'm dead.
I'm not really sure what that was, but this is Bianca Lau. Bianca, one question before we go. Where can people find out things about you and what you do if they desire to do that?
If you desire so much of me, all you have to do is take out your phone, go to OnlyFans. No, go to Instagram. My handle is bibibi.anca. My name is Bianca Lau. You can find pretty much everything about me there.
Great. Well,
I'm sure he's gonna put my thing under his thing.
not at all. Not at all. But, thanks for coming by.
Yes.
I know you're busy, you're tired, writing jokes, you're an actress, you're all of these things, and you just and you took the time to hang out with me today. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Be a good human.